advise. Some people can talk to you. Some people can like give you suggestions of how you could or not improve things. I definitely do think that trying to start at it solo is definitely complicated, and I definitely think that the Twitch algorithm is horribly poo poo doo doo shit. And
Shit.
when it comes to getting to affiliate, try to grow on another platform. Like that's the same strategy that both me and Felix used. For me, I started streaming I think with like 10 average viewers or 8, something like that.
30.
30?
You started streaming, and I remember seeing 30, and I was jealous because I had 10 or 20, and I was streaming for a year before you started.
You sure? I remember it being lower.
Very sure. I remember that moment.
I will check later because I'm.
I used to be
pretty
bigger than you,
sure.
both on Twitch and on Twitter, and then you quickly went whomp. I remember that.
I'll
was
check
insecure
the
for about a
numbers
month.
later. Anyways,
It really
point
doesn't
being-
matter.
Point being, I started lower than I am now. And
Yes.
the way that I was able to get those people in the first place because I was posting art on Twitter and I was making fan art, I was making designs, I was making things like that. So people already knew of me before I even started streaming. So if you have other talents, if you have other things you want to work on, try to see if you can push your name a little bit more out there before you establish yourself on Twitch, just so you have a base to start with.
Yes.
That's what I think could be useful. Yeah. Anything else you would like to add?
Nope.
All right. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Mike. This question. I read the last one, I think.
No, I did, and I went first.
Okay. Hi,
you were
Sealies.
just
I wanted to
talking.
ask, since next year I've been spending a lot of money on my first VTuber model and other assets. It's hardworking and exhausting, but I really want to do it. What's the best way for you to get recognized? Do you have any advice for someone like me? I would say we already mentioned some of this advice previously, so I will
Think of
just
something new.
reverse something new.
Mhm.
What's the best way to get recognized? Have a strong character
'Cause-
design. I know it's easier said
You
than
already talked
done.
about that. Anything else?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Not to the details I want to get to now.
All right. Okay.
I think that seeing what is out there and what is missing is important. Analyzing the market of, okay, what is visually being used right now? What has not been done before? What can I fuse that isn't too foreign, but still is kind of new? There's a balance to character design, and there's a very specific style that tends to be typically chosen when it comes to popular VTubers. Like, you're gonna realize that the certain level of quality and detail tends to be similar, and also the amount of certain elements keep repeating themselves, like belts, like chains, like little items everywhere on the design. There's a popular style, so try to connect to that, try to understand how that works and why it works. Also, I think a strong color palette is very important, and I do not think I have mentioned that before. Because you have a strong color palette, love. Your color palette
I
is
do.
black and red. You can put those two colors anywhere and I know it's you. Even just black.
Or red.
Or red. I want to believe that from your opinion, do you think I have a strong color palette?
I mean, not currently because you're pink,
Well,
but
yeah,
in
duh.
general, yes. It's blue. Everything about you is blue. Blue, 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 blue. Baby blue everywhere.
Exactly. So, try to get colors that define you, that are not too difficult to work with, or good combinations are also just important to have. Also, a theme. Have something that is identifiable to you. Is it soft? Is it goth? Is it a specific occupation? Like, are you a trains person? Are you a princess? Are you a goddess? Are you a rock star? Are you a yandere? Whatever you're going for, try to make it visually obvious, so it's easy to identify you with that and remember you and recognize you. Because if you are blending with every other pink cat girl out there, it's gonna be hard to stand out. No offense to cat girls, there's thousands of them. You may go ahead.
Right. So, there's a paradox here. If you're too different you will be weird and nobody will care about you. But if you're too the same, then you're just going to be another one and get lost in the crowd. You have to find that happy medium where you are unique enough to be original and therefore interesting, but familiar enough to feel, well, familiar. You have to be a little bit unoriginal so you feel familiar and therefore safe. I understand what this person's doing. It's not too weird. It's not too new. It's not a novel and crazy idea. But what you can't do is exactly what everyone else is doing. Think about it this way. Big streamer. Queso. If Queso plays a new game and I play a new game exactly at the same time, who are people going to go watch? Some newer, smaller streamer that they have no idea who they are? Or Queso, the bigger, popular streamer who they see clips of everywhere, who they know they'll get good content from? 9 times out of 10, they're going to go for the big person. You can't just do what everyone else around you is doing. You have to offer something unique and individual. Do something popular, but do your own take on it. Be bold. Be outstanding. How do you stand out? Do something familiar, but make it interesting. What is your own personal twist on something that is familiar and feels safe and comfy to people? That is what will give you that star quality in a VTuber. Somebody who can do good things that feel familiar, that feel nostalgic, but not just feel like a duplicate, not just feel like a rerun or a rehash of something that people already know and I've already seen. This is boring. I'd rather watch somebody bigger or play the game myself, right? And this is something I still struggle with, and sometimes Calum does too. It's like the constant battle. Be unique enough to be interesting and original, but be familiar enough to feel comfortable and regular, right?
Yeah.
If you're too unique, then it will border on weird and alien and foreign, and people won't like it because it's unusual. So you got to find that happy medium there.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Can I give an example?
Please.
I am an artist, and something that I've been doing is that I've been streaming my commissions. Cool and productive and efficient, but everyone that does art on Twitch is kind of doing that. Like, a good chunk of
Boring.
people are already doing that. So I haven't really been having fun with my own art stream, so I decided, hey, let's go back to my roots. Let's go back to the things that I did just because I wanted to be creative and silly and just kind of have fun with it. Like turning VTubers into ponies, or fusing them, or making children of them, or drawing VTubers pregnant, or, you know, dumb shit like that. It's still art, it's still true to me and the kind of content I want to make, but I'm giving it a more unique twist that might get people that have never heard of me, you know, might make them feel interested to watch just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Anything else you'd like to add, or are you good?
I've got more tips, but it's not specifically answering the question, so I'm going to have to limit myself and just move on to the next one.
All right, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you for the question.
Next. We had 6 remaining. Ooh.
I think it is my turn to read, isn't it?
You read as far as you would like.
All
the
right.
question is in the beginning.
Hey, I hope you are doing great. I wanted to ask if you know how I can make content from fighting games, because I am quite competitive and wish to be on the same level as someone like my role model, Sonic Fox. I don't want to just do the typical thing of playing matches and messing around online. I play seriously and on a high level, but from what I have heard from a lot of people online, they are quite intimidated by high-level stuff when it comes to fighting games. They get scared or uninterested when I bring up frame data, mix-ups, or other fighting game terms professionals use on a daily basis. I do want to make content that everyone can enjoy, but I want people that watch me to understand what I do and talk about in my videos. I do not know if you play fighting games or if you know them on a somewhat competitive level, but I would appreciate some advice on what I can do to maybe make stuff to get more new people into fighting games competitively. Thank you for your time, and hope you have a fantastic day.
I think you
I've
have
got
more
a
experience
couple.
to this than me.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Sorry,
write it down really quickly for my own notes so I don't forget.
Mm.
Okay, and then that, and then the second point where fuck, I lost it already. What was it? What was it? Oh, um. All right, so here's my 2 points. My first point, and I'm not telling you to not do this, but here's my points. Does this have to be content? Hear me out here. You said that you were inspired by your role model, Sonic Fox. From the content creator's perspective, I'm not successful by my own definitions. I want to be bigger. I feel like I am still getting started. I haven't even launched my YouTube yet. But I see people that are inspired by me try to make content and fail. And whenever I see that, it breaks my heart a little bit. I want to echo something that I said previously. My role model was Markiplier. And then I became a Twitch streamer because that is what worked for me. Before Markiplier, my role model was Lady Gaga because she's a classically trained pianist like me and a very successful singer and songwriter. One of my goals for content is to build a community and a fan base so then, with money, resources, and a platform, I can actually start making music of my own. Sometimes in order to get what you want, you have to go about it backwards. I also found, through making content, that being a YouTuber, to get started back in 2018, it could not work for me. So I pivoted and went to live stream content on Twitch, and I started in 2021, 2022. It is amazing to have role models that inspire you, but I promise you, you will not and will never be the same as them, and you should not be. You should be you, and that will not look exactly the same. And here's my question for you. What does that look like? Because if you're exactly the same, then they're going to get into trouble with you because you're going to be a ripoff. So how is your content different? How is your content unique? You might try to be the same as them, like I tried YouTubing to be like Markiplier, and it was an epic fail, flop. Nobody cared. I had like 1 view and it was me. It was painful. Making content completely on my own with no advice, no guidance, no community, no support. Those videos will never see the light of day. God. And then I pivoted and I became a Twitch streamer and things just kind of fell into place. You're probably not going to be exactly like your role models. Respect yourself enough to be you. And that's probably going to be a little bit different. And if that is exactly the same and it's making videos on YouTube about this content or doing Twitch streams, hell yeah, that's amazing. But I found out what I wanted to do through trial and error and by trying and failing multiple times. Do not have all of your eggs in one basket. If you try this and it doesn't work out for you, don't give up. Try something new. Because I see so many people that are like, wow, this person makes me feel good. They are someone I admire. Therefore, I have to be exactly like them. No, you don't. That's disrespecting yourself. Come on now. You have something else unique and original to offer the world. Be bold enough and brave enough to be you. So, if you try to be exactly like them, you're not going to be, first of all. Second of all, you shouldn't be. Just be you. All right, second point of advice. Explain it to them. You say that your audience or people that don't understand this game, they're not going to explain. They're not going to understand all these technical terms. That sounds like a great idea for a video. Tell them how it works. Whether it's you're making your own explanatory videos on how the game works and the technical side of it, or you take 30 seconds. Hey, I just mentioned some terms that you guys might not know. Now, this is how it works in the game, and here's why it's important. Here's a couple clips from a top competitive fighting scene where this was important and talked about. So you're gonna need this term for the rest of the video.